Hi, boys and girls. So today, when we're going over our nonfiction weekly reader, I wanted to try something new with you. I want to see if I can go through digitally, so on the computer, and show you how to access the resources in case you want to be able to do it over summer, since I sent home a lot of the magazines. So the one that we're working on today is titled Busy, Busy Bees. And I wore my big bee flower that kind of matched this one so that it can attract the bees as we're talking about the bees. So let me see if I can easily go through. I will pull up the online version, and here we go. Looks like it worked. So this is where you go on to Scholastic News, our online version. And I did send home your paper copies of these. So when you're working with the lesson with me today, if you want to pause the video now and you want to go get your paper copy of it, that would be awesome. So we're going to do the one that's Busy, Busy Bees. Okay, when you're ready, press play. Now, I'm going to go through this together and kind of talk with the computer. And sometimes we have to have patience. Let's go to the beginning. Perfect. So this one does have this read aloud feature right here. So with that read aloud feature, it can read to you as you're going through the magazine. So I'm going to show you how to use that as well. Okay, it also has a zoom in and zoom out if you wanted to see something bigger or put it farther away. And it has the links to the videos and to a game. Each magazine also has a game that goes with it. So we'll play the game at the end. But we're going to start by playing the video that goes with it.
Bees. It's a warm spring day, and a loud buzzing noise is coming from the yard. Is it a lawnmower? No, it's a colony of bees. A colony is a large group of bees that live together. There can be as many as 80,000 bees in a colony. All the bees cooperate to make the colony work. Different bees have different jobs to do. The queen is bigger than all the other bees. Her job is to lay all the eggs for the colony. Other bees bring her food and take care of her. The other bees have important jobs too. The drones are male bees.
Right here.
They are the fathers. And the worker bees are female. They have many jobs. They build the hive where the whole colony lives. They also protect the hive by using their sharp stingers to attack enemies who get too close. Some worker bees are nurse bees. Bee eggs hatch into larvae, which are young bees. The nurse bees feed and take care of the larvae. But that's not all workers do. Some worker bees get food for the hive. They fly to flowers and collect pollen. Pollen is dust made inside flowers.
Covered in pollen.
They also get nectar, which is the sweet liquid inside flowers. The bees store the nectar in a pouch called a honey stomach. The workers fly back to the hive with the pollen and nectar. The bees in the hive eat the pollen, and the workers spit the nectar into the cells of the hive. Other worker bees fan their wings over the cells, blowing air onto the nectar. Over time, the nectar changes from a thin liquid into a thicker honey. Nurse bees feed some of the honey to the larvae, but they save a lot of it. The bees cover each honey-filled cell with a wax cap to protect it. In winter, it's too cold to go out looking for food. So the bees stay warm in the hive and eat honey all winter long. You can enjoy the sweet honey from a beehive too. People called beekeepers take care of hives and collect extra honey the bees make. It takes hard work and cooperation, but honeybees make their hive a sweet place to live.
That was a lot of great information. And it's really neat to me how they have their jobs. Each of the bees have their jobs that they focus on so that they can all work together and be a happy colony. So we're going to start by reading, and I'm going to press the read aloud button, because one thing I like about the read aloud is as it reads it to you, it's also showing you which words it's on. And if you're really watching it, listening, and trying to read along, that's going to help you become a stronger reader. Sorry.
Busy, buzzy bees. What keeps bees so busy?
And over here to the right is where we turn the page.
Bees are busy. Bees are busy eating. They get food from flowers.
Now I press this button up here, which is the pause button, and I paused it because I can, if I wanted to go back and reread it, I can click on it again in case maybe there's a part you didn't hear or you want to go back and make sure that you heard it. Or for me, I just want to talk about it. It says the bees are busy eating. They get food from flowers. And if you remember in the video that we just watched, they collect nectar from the flowers and they take that back to the beehive and they take it from inside. They have their honey stomach that they carry it in. Isn't that neat? Okay, then I can go ahead and press play again, and it will continue to read.
Bees eat pollen and nectar. Bees are busy flying. They fly home to their hive. Bees are busy working. They make honey together.
Now I can pause it here because see how there's a little symbol here? This is the play symbol. So that means that there is an embedded video. This doesn't have a lot of words or anything. It's actually just kind of a live picture of what it's showing you right here. So I'll go ahead and show you. So if you notice, it's showing how the worker bees are filling up each of those pods with the honey. And once it finishes, once the little pod is full, the honeycomb, then they put a waxy substance on top to seal it in. So this is just showing you how cute, huh? And we can go back here, press play again, and it'll continue to read.
Bees are busy buzzing.
Zzz.
The sound is their wings moving fast.
Did you know that?
Don't bug the busy bees, Bear. Most bees won't sting if you don't bother them. Move and learn.
Okay, so this one's a move and learn, which means we're going to try and do a little bit of what it says. So if you're sitting in a chair, maybe stop for a second and push in the chair so you can do it. Because all we're going to do, and maybe, let's see, can I turn this? Here we go. I'll do it with you. Okay. Are you ready? It's slow.
Let's buzz like busy little bees buzzing all around. Buzz high, buzz low. Buzz fast, buzz slow. And now let's sit back down.
Okay, let's do it again.
Move and learn. Let's buzz like busy little bees buzzing all around. Buzz high, buzz low. Buzz fast, buzz slow. And now let's sit back down.
Ah, good job. Awesome. And you can play that over and over too. You could have your brother and sister do it with you, mom and dad do it with you. You can just have fun with it. Okay, here is our backside, and our backside is called comprehension, making sure you've listened or you understand what we've just gone over. So let's do this together. When you are on our digital version, you're able to click it, and you don't have to write anything on it. If you have the paper version in front of you, you're going to follow directions, and you'll write on it. So I'm going to read this one to you. Big word. Our big word of the day is insect. Everybody say insect. Good job. An insect is an animal with 3 body parts and 6 legs. Some insects have wings, but they don't have to. A bee is an insect. So let's see. It says that it has to have 3 body parts. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. It says 6 legs. They counted them for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And some have wings, and bees have wings. So, yep, definitely an insect. The instructions say count the legs on each critter below. Click to circle the insects. Now, if you're doing your paper copy, you just circle them with your pencil or crayon or pen. Okay, let's look. What do we have here? We have a snail. Now, a snail, does it have 3 body parts? Nope. Does it have 6 legs? Nope. So we're not going to circle that one. Oh, look at this cute little ladybug. So let's see. This ladybug. Now, you can't see all the body parts here, but we can see that it has 6 legs. Should I circle it? Good job. There is. You can't see the 3 body parts, but there are 3 body parts there. A worm. A worm is not meeting our requirements, is it? It does not have 3 body parts, and it does not have 6 legs. So we're not going to circle it. Let's count the legs on this crab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oop, too many. What about this spider? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's interesting. So they have multiple body parts. However, they have 8 legs, not 6. They are actually what's called an arachnid. An arachnid. They are not an insect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 legs. There is the head. Ooh, and then we have an abdomen and thorax. Yep, I think we should circle it. Do you? Okay, good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 legs. Should we try? Excellent. Now this says bonus. What insect is this? Label it. Okay, so what insect do you see there? It's the one we've been talking about that likes my flower. That's a bee. And we spell it B. And guess what? Sometimes you need to use your resources. And we know B is the B letter. But if you look up here, it even talked about having B, and it spelled it right there. So we could use...
Good work.
There we go. Good job. Good job. Oh my goodness, you did fantastic. So a couple other things I want to show you. If we come out of here...
Busy, buzzy bees.
And
what keeps bees so busy?
Sorry. And back to the beginning. So this is the video we already watched. Then if you go down here are the skill sheets. If you open them up, you can print it out and do them at home. This one has a word find, so a word search, which is really neat because it helps you follow the visual of the letters of the words. So that's a great one to do. I really like this one because it's your comprehension skill page to go with what the Nonfiction Weekly Reader was just about. And even on the instructions, it says use your Let's Find Out, which is your magazine, to answer the questions. A grown-up can help you. So that's fine if you want to print this out, or if you just want to do it with your parent or grown-up while looking at your magazine. And remember, last Tuesday, this Tuesday, I had your families pick up some things from the classroom, and I did have them pick up the Scholastic News magazines too. So you should have these at home. So you don't have to print the magazine, just the paper. And another fun part is there's always a game that goes along with each of these. Let's do the game. I'll do it one time, but you can play more at home. Okay, we're going to press play.
Build an insect. Pick a head.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I like this one. I like the big insect eyes. And then I'm going to click the word next down here.
Pick a thorax.
Thorax. You know, I'm going to choose this one. It kind of reminds me of a caterpillar.
Pick an abdomen.
Okay, so thorax is the middle part, and abdomen is kind of another word for your belly area. And I know most people would probably pick this one because it matched the thorax, but I like to be a little different, and I want to choose this one.
Pick legs.
Ooh, okay, let's see. What if I choose? Oh, those are interesting. It's almost like they have little pom-poms on their legs. Well, what if you can also change your mind? That's kind of cool. I like the pom-poms. I think that's kind of funny.
Pick antennas.
And how do these look? Oh, they're funny. What about this one? Oh, I like those. It kind of matches right there. I'm going to go with that one.
Pick wings
And
or no wings.
Oh, and we could click no wings. I do think I want wings, though. Wow, not bad, not bad.
Now, feed your insect. Click on its lunch.
Well, I think my insect wants to be super healthy and be an herbivore. An herbivore eats plants. So I'm going to choose the plant. Although if I'd probably choose the plant too, even if I wanted the donut. Here's my insect. That's really cute. So you could play that again if you wanted and build a different insect and watch it eat. So that is all that we have for our Scholastic News this week. I hope you've liked it. I hope that this gives you a way that you can see and do these even if you don't have me with you this summer, because I sent a lot of them home that we're not going to be able to do together. We have a couple more that we will do together, but there's several that I sent home in your bag because I want you to have a chance to do them over summer too. I love these. I think they're great. They're full of great nonfiction information. So nonfiction means really real. And there's always videos and games, and there is always a hands-on activity too. So right here with that little hand in the air, it says hands-on activity. Be a honeybee. So you could open those and it gives you different things that you can do. A lot of them are science-based or just fine and gross motor skill based. So they're really fun too. So I want you to make sure that you enjoy that and take a look at it. Perfect. Now I'm going to put the screen back to me because I have a story I want to read to you and share with you maybe a little contest. So give me 1 second to flip this around just on me. Excellent. Yay, you guys did great. I'm super excited. So I'm going to read a book called The Giant Jellybean Jar. And if you've heard this story before, you can give me a me too, and we can have our reread power and do it again. But I really, really like this story, and there's a reason I want to do it today. But I'll tell you at the end. And let's get started. These are my glasses, this is my book. I put on my glasses and open up my book. And I read, 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 and I look, look, look. Then I take off my glasses and think about my book. I can't wait for you to get to the end with me. Okay, the author is Marcy Aboff, and pictures are by Paige Bill Fry. Front cover. Back cover. Remember when we learned about the spine? Where's your spine? Good job. Title page. Ben loved jelly beans. He loved going to JoJo's jelly bean shop. Every weekend, JoJo had a contest. JoJo read a riddle and said, "Guess which jelly bean flavor is the answer to my riddle." The person with the right answer won a jar full of jelly beans. Every Sunday, Ben went to JoJo's shop with his sister Jill. Yum, Ben said. Today, I'm going to win that jar. You say that every week, Jill said. It was hard to win the prize. You had to say the answer in a very loud voice. You had to say it in front of everyone in the store. Oh, I'm starting to think he might be a little bit shy, and that part's hard for him. Oh, look, there's the jelly bean jar. Ben always knew the answer to JoJo's riddles, but he never won the jelly beans. You are too shy, Jill said every week. She told him to raise his hand high and speak up. Okay, said Ben quietly. Inside JoJo's shop, Ben and Jill passed the jars and jars full of jelly beans. There were apple jelly beans and bubblegum jelly beans and grape jam jelly beans. There were even popcorn jelly beans. JoJo stepped out from behind the counter. "Hello, my friends," he called out. The kids cheered, "Woo! Yay, JoJo!" "Here's this week's jelly bean riddle," JoJo said. "I'm a long yellow fruit with skin you peel back. I'm tasty with breakfast and I make a great snack." I bet you know the answer to that riddle. If you know the answer to that riddle, you yell it out right now. What do you think it is? I think you're right. Kids waved their hands high in the air. Ben saw Jill raise her hand. He raised his hand too, but he was very nervous. He saw bigger kids. He heard louder kids. Ben lowered his hand. JoJo looked at the children. He pointed to Jill. "Banana!" Jill cried. "You are right," JoJo said. "We have a jelly bean princess." Did you know it was banana? I bet you did. Do you think you could have been loud enough? I know my dog could have been loud enough. Do you hear her barking? That's Daisy. "Oh, nuts," Ben said to himself. I knew the answer too. He's a little sad. "Here, Ben," Jill said. She gave him some jelly beans. "I'll share my prize with you." Ben didn't say anything. He wanted to answer the jelly bean riddle for himself. The next Sunday, Ben and Jill went back to JoJo's shop. "Who is ready to be this week's winner?" JoJo asked. Everyone cheered. "Woo! Me! Guess this jelly bean flavor," JoJo said. "I am a big round pie with cheese and sauce too. A slice would be nice. How many for you?" Do you know the answer to that riddle? What do you think it may be? I think I have an idea in my head. You know what? Before I turn the page, we're going to count 3, and I want you to whisper, yell. I'm not going to say it. 1, 2, 3. What do you think it's going to be? Let's see. Jill whispered, "Go for it, Ben." Ben raised his hand. This time he did not lower it, but there was another boy whose hand was higher. JoJo pointed to that boy instead of Ben. "Pizza!" the boy shouted. "Right," JoJo said. Were you right? "Here's the jelly bean jar for my new jelly bean prince." "Oh, nuts," Ben said to himself. Not again. Ben and Jill walked home together. "Don't worry, Ben," Jill said. "Next time, you'll win for sure." Next Saturday, Ben and Jill went to JoJo's shop again, but this week was different. It was special. JoJo's jelly bean shop had been open for 1 whole year. JoJo was having a big party. The store was more crowded than ever. JoJo stepped out from behind the counter and he raised a very, very big jar. It was full of jelly beans. He put it over his head and everyone cheered. "Woo! Yay! Jelly beans! Who will be my grand prize winner today?" he asked. Kids waved their hands high. Me, they called. Ben looked at that jar of jelly beans. It was the biggest jar he had ever seen. He listened carefully to JoJo's riddle. Here we go. "I'm yummy." See if you can get it. "I'm yummy with jelly and can be spooned from a jar between slices of bread. I'm a true sandwich star. I'm yummy with jelly and can be spooned from a jar. Between slices of bread, I'm a true sandwich star. I think I know what it is. I think I know the flavor. And you know what else I noticed? Do you notice that when he gives his riddles, because riddles rhyme, that we have nice rhymes in there? Okay, let's see his thinking bubble. His thinking bubble. Oh, I think we definitely know what it is. Ben knew the answer right away. This time he lifted his hand high. Then he looked at the jar again and he raised his hand a little higher. Then he raised it again as high as he could. He even stood on his tippy toes. Jojo looked out at the big crowd. He pointed to Ben. Ben was so surprised, he forgot the answer to the riddle. Everybody say, "Oh no!" Everyone waited for Ben to speak, but he didn't say anything. Some people started to wave their hands again. Me, 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 they shouted. Ben still did not say anything. Jill looked at the crowd, then she looked at Ben. She lifted up her foot. She stepped right on Ben's toes. "Oh, nuts!" Ben cried out. She kind of tricked him. "Nuts," Ben thought. "Peanuts, peanuts," he whispered. Then Ben remembered the answer to the riddle. In a big voice, he yelled, "Peanut butter!" "Yes," Jill shouted. "Yes," Jojo cried. Jojo placed a sparkling crown on Ben's head. He handed Ben the great big jelly bean prize jar. How does it feel to be the grand prize jelly bean king? Jill asked Ben. "Great," Ben said, loud and clear. He did not feel a bit nervous now. On the way home, Jill patted Ben on the back. "You did it," she said. Ben grinned. "Thank you for stepping on my toes," he said. Jill grinned back. That's what sisters are for. Never thought you'd hear a brother or sister say that, huh? "Thank you for stepping on my toes." I think this is the cutest story. I actually have read this story to little Roche when she was littler. And I've also done this. So I said that I was going to have something at the end. And what I have for you now is our own giant jelly bean jar. And in here, my daughter Jane has counted every single one. You are going to use your great estimation skills, and you are going to estimate how many you think are in here. And you can make sure to send your number to me. If you get it right, I will send you a prize. So I want to slowly look at all the jelly beans. And how big the container is. And I promise not to eat any till I get your estimates. So make sure you have somebody, mom or dad, a family member. You can email me or send it through Mermind, whatever your estimate is, and we will see who our winner is. I will announce the winner next week. And I had a great time. I hope you did too. I will be seeing you again soon.